Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Firefly reaction series. This week we are on episode 6, which is Our Mrs. Reynolds. I'm joined as ever by Brass.
Yo!
And Jez.
Hello! I don't know why I did, jazz hands there.
You did jazz hands. I don't know why, I went the opposite way round to normal as well. I normally go Jeremy first.
Threw us off.
Yeah, threw you off a little bit.
Yeah,
how's it going, guys?
Not bad, you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good, man. Good.
So this week we've got Our Mrs. Reynolds. So here's a question. Is it going to turn out that Mal is already married and we just didn't know he was married? Or is he somehow going to end up getting randomly married in this episode?
Yeah, it's one or the other, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because Reynolds is Mal's surname, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Exactly.
didn't make the connection.
Or he has to do the classic, he has to dress up in drag.
I was going to say, or he has to become Mrs. Reynolds.
Like a Quantum Leap episode.
Yes, I hope it's that. Yeah.
I hope so. Just a quick recap on last episode. We watched Safe last episode, which saw Simon and River getting abducted whilst the team were back on one of the planets trying to sell some cattle, and also Shepard got shot. They had to take Shepard back to an Alliance base to go and get him checked out and sort of, to see a medic.
Fixed up.
And, fixed up. I was going to say repaired. Well, you don't say repaired for a human.
Not Johnny Five.
You don't say repaired for a human. They had to take Shepard there. And the Alliance were very quick to help. So we know there's something going on there with his past. And finally, after the team saved River and Simon, it seems like they finally sort of have found their place within the crew. So I think we're kind of at the point now where the crew have finally sort of all come together, as it were.
Yeah.
So remember, everybody, if you've got we always say if we miss anything out on these episodes, please leave us a comment below. But I think the thing we like seeing the most is it's always nice to see some fun little trivia bits in there. Someone mentioned on our 4th episode that if we had seen the little nod to Star Wars on the Firefly.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to look out for that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that this episode. If you've got any fun trivia about the episodes, then please drop those below. We love checking those out. Anyway, shall we get on with Our Mrs. Reynolds?
Let's do it.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Y'all carrying something of mine.
He's one of those Mal. Is that him in...
Oh, that's going to be the crew, isn't it?
That?
That's going to be the crew.
Change your route. You gonna give us what due us. And every damn thing else on that boat. And I think maybe you gonna give me a little one-on-one time with the missus.
Well, I think you might want to reconsider
I think you're right, Alan. I think you're right.
It is.
Married me. Powerful, ugly creature.
It is.
Oh my god.
How can you shame me in front of new people?
If I can make you prettier, I will.
You are not the man I met a year ago.
Well, there we go then.
Classic.
I think real hard. You've been bird dogging this township a while now. They wouldn't mind a corpse of you. Now you could luxuriate in a nice jail cell, but if your hand touches metal, I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
I swear by my pretty floral bonnet.
I'm having Midsummer flashbacks.
I know, yeah. Are they getting married right now?
And he doesn't know.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Is that a potential love interest?
Did Elder Gama not tell you?
Tell me what? Who are you?
Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
How does he get out of this one?
This is Zoe. We need all personnel in the cargo bay.
Oh, this is Flush.
Captain, everyone should have a chance to congratulate you on your day of bliss.
There's no
Absolutely
bliss. I
stitched
don't
him
know
up.
this girl.
Can I know her?
Don't sully this.
You are going to be cleaning latrines with your face. You'll cut that off.
Who's the new recruit?
Everybody, I want you all to meet Mrs. Reynolds. You got married?
How drunk was I last night?
Well, I don't know. I passed out. It says here, the woman lays the wreath upon her intended, which I do recall, which represents his sovereignty.
That was you?
And he drinks of her wine. And then there's a dance with a joining of hands. The marriage ceremony of the Triumph settlers. You, sir, are newlywed.
She's going to take him for half of Serenity.
What's this in there about divorce? I ain't ever even...
My name is Saffron.
Oh, we like that name.
I think she's a keeper.
See in the shadows, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Divorce
Just
is very
lurking.
rare and requires dispensation from her pastor. I can send him away, see what I can do.
I appreciate that. She's a nice girl.
Seems very anxious to please you.
That's their way, I guess.
I suppose so. If you take sexual advantage of her, you're going to burn in a very special level of her. A level they reserve for child molesters.
Jesus.
Oh my
And people who talk at the theater.
Oh my god.
Well, you can't compare them two.
I'm not. Dude, so you offered me a trade?
A trade?
Oh no.
Hell, it's theft. This is the best damn gun made by man. It has extreme
He wants to
sentimental
trade it for
value.
his wife.
It's miles more worthy than what you got.
What I got? She has a name.
So does this. I call it Vera.
Vera.
Well, my days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle.
Oh, damn it, Mal. I'd treat her okay.
She's not to be bought, nor bartered, or borrowed, or lent.
It's a wreck.
No, this is good.
It's parts. A lot of cheap parts will never unload.
This is why you'll never be in charge, Bree. You don't see the hole.
Oh.
The parts are crap.
I said exactly that.
But you put it together, you got a Firefly. Thing will run forever. They got a mechanic even half awake.
It's got no flash.
Some people ain't looking for flash. She's a good catch. She comes our way, you prep the nets.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the special hell.
Get into the special hell. With the paedophiles.
I really wish it was that simple, girl, but I
Tut, tut, tut. Oh, what?
Jesus.
Oh, here we go.
Night, sweetie.
I actually didn't see that
Oh,
coming.
shit.
No, I didn't either.
I never did meet anyone quite like Zoe. The first time we met.
Oh. If the first plan doesn't work, a good kick to the head will do the job.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, how is she going to take out the women? Because she can easily take out the men, but now it seems she can take out, she can handle herself as well, so.
Yeah. She knows how to handle a ship as well.
So do you reckon she's working with someone back on the...
I was about to say, is this a thing they do back on that planet where they steal ships and, they send one of them off with a crew to bring the ship back?
I mean, she knows her stuff as well. She's just done all that.
Exactly.
You would lie with me.
Blimey, Charlie.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
Malcolm Reynolds' widow.
Oh.
Got an arrow.
Here we go. I don't think she's much of a fighter. But she can handle a sword, can't she, actually?
Wait till she finds out how he got into that position.
Exactly.
Get the doctor. Mel's hurt.
I was going to say, is that not
affected
her?
Oh, God.
You stupid son
Yeah, she knows.
How did? Narcotic compound? Probably spread over a seal on her lips. You get it on yours, and pow. Lips, huh?
Oh.
And Nara's going to have to explain herself as well, hasn't she?
Brought in on the night shift at the ER. Usually robbed, very groggy. They called it the goodnight kiss.
So you two were kissing?
Well, isn't that...
Oh, shit.
Gosh, how did I just got kicked.
Don't forget his knuckle duster.
My man would never fall for that chant. Look.
Most of my head wishes I had. You guys don't understand.
Seems pretty simple from here. You were taking advantage.
I was one being taken advantage of.
My apologies. You were victimized, Wash was beaten, and Nara found you here.
And then I fell. My head got hurt like Wash.
I don't get any of this.
I only fell is all.
We're shut down. Jane and Kaylee are trying to get us on the bridge.
All we know is we're headed somewhere and it ain't Beaumont. Can we progress to the making it right?
That's not gonna happen for a long while, Captain.
Well, we don't have a good long while. We could be headed straight into a nice big solid moon for all we know. So, how's about we get to work?
Hey. It was your big makeout session that got us into this, sir.
I was poisoned.
You were drugged.
That's why I never kiss him on the mouth.
Well, what can you do?
Give us some time, we can get the Cortex and Navcom back online.
That's brilliant.
And see where we're headed.
Oh, for it, almost.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
How far out?
10 minutes or so, right on target.
Oh no, look, they are coming. She has been there.
That girl's a wonder.
Oh, yeah.
See?
She gets it done.
Tell the boys. It's a net.
I don't get it.
You had to get caught.
Where are we headed?
End of the line. Scrap shop. Take ships, pulls them apart, or fixes them up.
Doesn't sound that scary.
That pattern you're looking at is a net. We fall into that, we're more than just helpless. It'll turn this ship into one big electrical conduit, burn us all from the inside out.
That's a good way to update a crew.
Will just hold you. And then the scrappers will override the airlocks, pull the O2, or just gas you. They're not looking to deal with survivors.
You see it? Clear as day. See Vera? You dress yourself up, you get taken out somewhere fun.
Just opening up on it. Oh shit. Oh, sucks with those guys.
You got all kinds of learning and you made me look the fool without trying, and yet here I am with a gun to your head. That's because I got people with me. People who trust each other, who do for each other, and ain't always looking for the advantage.
Promise me you're gonna kill me soon.
Oh, you already know I ain't gonna.
You know, you did pretty well. Most men, they're on me inside of 10 minutes. Not trying to teach me to be strong in the leg.
I got one question for you. Just one thing I'd like to know straight up.
Ask me.
What's your real name?
Jesus.
Get out. They put a proper crunch sound effect in there as well.
What do you mean?
Come on, Nora. How's about we don't play? You didn't just trip, did you?
No.
Oh, isn't that something? I knew you let her kiss you.
Such an idiot.
Okay, so that was our Mrs. Reynolds. So somehow that managed to combine both Brass's idea that it would involve Mal dressing up as a woman and the idea that Mal got married. We managed to knock both of those out very, very quickly.
Sorry.
No, go on.
No, even though the first thing was completely unnecessary.
It was foreshadowing. It was foreshadowing. He was Mrs. Reynolds, and then there was a
Mrs. Reynolds. Yeah.
A Mrs. Reynolds. I guess he was probably a Miss Reynolds, really. No, because he was married to.
Yeah.
He was married to Jane.
Yeah,
so there you go. He was Mrs. Reynolds, and then got one. Anyway, let's do a quick rundown of the episode. It was a pretty straightforward episode, really, wasn't it? The crew were on a planet helping to deal with like a kind of highwayman situation. Some people that were robbing carts. That was resolved in the first minute. They had a big party with the people that lived on the planet, got a few gifts, left the next day. Mal found out that he had apparently gotten married during that situation, which led to most of the episode, which was Saffron, his new wife, kind of finding her place on the ship, him not really wanting to be married, but kind of starting to fall for this woman, opening up a bit to her, but also at the same time trying to teach her to be her own person rather than just be a wife. turned out that actually she seems to have a lot of training. We don't know exactly what training, but she had some training in like being a companion. She's obviously intelligent with ships. She seems a little bit, she knows how to play people. Very intelligent woman. Anyway, took control of their ship, put them on course for a space station type thing that would scrap the ship, sell it all on. They managed to deal with the situation, got past the net, which was the trap, hunted Saffron down, got the ship back, got their escape pod back, and that was most of the episode. And of course, Mal and Anara managed to miss another point to get together at the end because Mal is an idiot.
The long-standing relationship lives to see another day.
Yeah, there was no sort of B plot of this episode. It was all A plot, so that's what made the episode very streamlined, I think.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think of this one?
I really enjoyed it. It was, I quite like the little twist at the beginning to see, he's now married and this lady's just come on board and she's playing the good housewife. I did not see the twist coming.
Same,
I did not see it at all. Zoe did make a comment to Wash, said she, I can't remember exactly what she said. She said he was like trouble, or she's trouble, or something along those lines. But I thought that was maybe because she just didn't like how...
She's caused a bit of division, wasn't she?
Yeah, caused a little bit of division.
Upsetting the balance.
Possibly, yeah. I certainly didn't see the twist coming, so that was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I mean, I think, if we look at the twist for a moment, I think the big thing there was, I think the reason it worked so well, so in a different show, you could imagine this being completely obvious, from the off.
Yeah.
But I think there's a few reasons it worked so well. I think one, Christina Henricks, who's playing the part of Saffron, did a really good job in the role. Like, she was really believable playing that kind of meek, that very meek role. So that was part of it. It was obviously well written. But I think another part of why it works so well is because within the world that Firefly is set, you could imagine those kind of women existing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's so many different planets that we've seen so far with different ways of life. So like you said, if it was based on Earth, you'd sort of go right, okay, like there's something fishy going on here.
There.
But because in this world anything is possible. It's just
that kind of happened.
Not anything's possible, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and that kind of happened with Shepard at the beginning, getting the encyclopedia out to obviously have a look at that planet's traditions in terms of marriage.
Traditions,
obviously explained about the ceremony, so that tied that in quite nicely. So it was really believable.
I'd go to say it's my probably one of my favourite episodes.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Yeah,
and I think a lot of it's down to with the other episodes, we've sort of I could speak for myself. I've sort of been looking for what's that like. Every one you seem to see like a bit of character development and stuff like that. Whereas with this one, it sort of was like, right, the characters are now at a place where we know what we're getting, right? So we can just concentrate on the writing, the dialogue between these characters within just a single situation where you don't need multiple things going on or for it to give loads of different information about these characters. It's like literally, right, taking it and going, right, we know what all their parts are, and let's just get some really fun dialogue between them all. And now it's like sort of you can see that's how the show will most probably progress. It will just be like those sort of episodes where it's just really good writing between those characters and then throwing in the odd sort of overarching sort of
element.
Yeah, it was a perfect balance between you had some really good drama as well as some really good comedy moments.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it was, and you mentioned it during it. This has got to be the most like adult episode so far. For the conversations, especially the conversations taking place between Saffron and Mal in that. And it was done. It was really well handled because it was really well balanced between. It had that kind of like tempting adult conversation. Like she's even saying things like "I want you to be in me" and stuff like this, which is like we've not had them talking at all. But then there were some great little jokes in there about like ploughing the field. I've been ploughing my own field for too long, and like just some and him going, "Oh, now that's a good Bible," like that. those funny little jokes were. So it was a really good combination of the two. So it's nice to see them handling that side of things well.
For sure.
So we also learn a little bit more about Mal. That he was raised on a ranch by his mother and by the farmhands. So up until now, we haven't heard anything else about his father.
Not at all.
And actually, when that came out, that was actually, now looking at it was so he basically said, when he opened up to her, he went, I'd never open up like this to people. But then that was kind of, again, a bit of foreshadowing of the fact that she was trained as a companion, because the companions are obviously very good at talking to people, getting them to feel at ease, and you saw that, but we didn't take it as that. We just took it as she's very innocent, very kind, very sweet. So he felt like he could open up to her, but actually she knew exactly how to play him to get him to start opening up. But at that point, we never thought she's playing him. Well, I
didn't. No, not at all. No. No.
But at the same time, it meant we got to see a bit more about Mal, so that was interesting, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously, also we got to see that Wash, the good, reliable husband there, not. Even though there was temptation there, and obviously she is like a pro at this kind of thing. Like Wash was the one person who didn't sort of succumb to her her airs.
Yeah.
You know, obviously even Jane did from a distance. I mean, Jane was all over her in
I was going to say,
instant.
it was nothing. It was nothing to do with how she. Yeah.
He's coming at the end.
He's just a horny. Horny bloke.
Yeah.
He's coming at the end. He goes, "That's why I never kiss him on the mouth."
Yeah. And of course we got to meet Jane's wife, Vera.
Yeah, Vera.
So when that came out, it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like you know, it was interesting as like, because you never really know with Jane where you sit, do you? Because he's one of those. He's a character who. He's a gun for hire, right? So we've seen a few times where he's tried to take the ship for himself. So all of a sudden he pops up with his gun, and it's like, what is going on here?
He got to dress Vera up pretty, did he, and take her out?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Got to take her out, yeah. But in the end, he just wanted to try and trade Vera for Saffron. So what world Jane comes from where you can trade a wife for a gun? But you know, a very nice gun, granted. You know what? One thing there that we didn't see, and I guess had to be a consideration whilst making it, is they kept River and Saffron apart. Because with River's ability for like mind reading and stuff like that, that could have all gone very badly for her if she'd spent any time with River.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
she could have been and I think that's probably why River and Simon got kind of put on the back burner.
Yeah, they were definitely sidelined this episode, weren't they?
Because if she'd spent any time with River, people would be like, well, hang on, River could have figured her out in a moment. But no, interesting. Like, definitely interesting to see where these kind of these stories go. Now, I'm definitely getting more and more into the show with every episode.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
yeah,
love it.
So what is the next episode we are going to be watching? The next episode is the next time we're going to be looking at Janestown. So it looks like we've got probably a Jane-focused episode coming up, which will be interesting. Probably one of my favourite characters on there, especially for comedy moments.
Yeah.
So Janestown is our next episode. Really interested to check that out. Yeah, okay, everyone, if you've enjoyed this episode, remember, please, if there's any things that we missed, we didn't point out, please leave a comment below. As we always say, do not leave any spoilers. This is genuinely the first time any of us have watched the show, so we don't want the show being spoiled for us, but we especially love little trivia pieces. So if you've got any fun little trivia in there, then definitely leave those below. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave it a like. Give us a sub if you haven't already subbed to the channel, and check out allmaverick.com where you can see more of our videos, our blogs, and our podcasts. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching this episode. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time with another Firefly reaction.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.